Hey everybody, it's Muscle Car Campion here with the OG 1964 GTO hardtop Gulfstream Aqua with black interior, 389 4-speed tri-power under the hood, just the way it was built from the factory. It's got a great story. We're going to tell you all about it. But don't forget, hit that subscribe button and be notified every time a new video goes live. You're going to love all the cool cars we have coming up. Our feature car today is owned by Herman. You may remember Herman from a long time ago. We featured his 1970 SS396 on Muscle Car Campy back when we first started the channel. We're happy to see Herman again. We met him at a show and we saw this car and we just think it's absolutely a period piece. It's got the deluxe wheel covers, it's got the wood steering wheel, it's got the Hurst 4-speed from the factory. I mean, what a wonderful car. Herman got rid of the Chevelle a few years ago, and you know, he then went into a C5 Corvette, which he really liked a lot. But then he said, I got to get into something classic again. So the Corvette's now up for sale, and this car is what replaced it. We don't really want to have to go over the history of the GTO again. Everybody knows the story. You know, it was their answer to when GM outlawed racing and Pontiac needed something, an image car. You know what? It's all been told before. What we do love about this car is not so much what it is, but what it represents. A carefree time when you can buy a 4-speed triple deuce muscle car for under $3,000. Two simple taillights, one on either side, no center high mounted stoplights. Usually these cars do have marimba red paint between the taillights to give you the illusion of having one big taillight. Herman's car does have the optional walrus tusk turn downs. Those were not standard, those were an extra cost option. Another extra cost option are the full wheel discs. You know, in an era where sweeping fastbacks were becoming the norm, everybody from Pontiac to Ford to even AMC had some fastback designs. The 64 GTO had a formal roofline, and it was very elegant looking, but yet at the same time extremely sporty. This car was such a timeless design, it really didn't need any strange adornments like bulging hood scoops and things like that, or side scoops and fake side scoops. It was just an elegant design that happened to be incredibly mean looking at the same time. The only real gingerbread on the car were these two fake hood scoops, but you know, it's all part of the GTO mystique. What made the GTO run? Well, you know, it wasn't just a 389 into a mid-size car, although that certainly had a lot to do with it. But you got the good 421 HO heads. If you ordered the tri-power induction, you got 348 horsepower. In a lightweight car like this, about 3,400 pounds, that was more than enough to get you going into the mid-14s to low 14s. If you got the base engine, a 325 horse 4-barrel version, you got like a 15.1, 15.2 car. These engines were docile. You could cruise in traffic without worrying about them overheating. This thing made great torque. You run it through the gears with the 4-speed, and this car does have an M24 speed, the wide ratio box, and 332 gears. This thing really is a runner, and that's part of what made these cars so great. Anybody could get in one. You didn't have to have insane tuning abilities. Just made them popular with everybody from dyed-in-the-wool hot rodders to people who just wanted the 325 horse version and would just cruise it around. Our feature car today was ordered with the factory tack, did not get the other optional gauges. It has an AM radio, and we like it the fact that it has unpadded A-pillars, unpadded dash. Your knees hit that, you're gonna feel it. The door panels are inset into a metal door. It was before the days when the government mandated all the safety features, and you know, I hate to say it, but I'd gladly hit my head on this A-pillar if I could own a car like this today. One option the car didn't get was the wood steering wheel that Herman added, an aftermarket piece. Ironically enough, he installed the arrowhead upside down so it was facing the same direction as the arrowhead on the hood of the car, which we think is pretty funny. Now you had a couple of old, you had them when they were new, right? When you came back, I think you went to Vietnam, right?
Right.
And what was the first car you bought when you came back?
Well, when I come back, the first one I got was 67 GTO, but I had a 65 Malibu before I went, 327 4-speed before I left.
Now, Herman, the last time we got together, you had that beautiful 70 Chevelle SS 396. And then when we ran into each other a few weeks ago, we saw this, and I was like, oh my goodness. And I didn't recognize you without your Chevelle, but this car is such a wonderful, wonderful vehicle. I love the color. I mean, it is a much smaller car than that Chevelle, isn't it?
Right. They started making them bigger in 67, I guess, 66, 67. In 70, they got pretty good size.
And 73, they were huge.
Yeah.
And that's why people don't understand, the more horsepower they added, the cars really didn't get any faster because they were so much heavier. Unless you stepped up to a, a 400 Ram Air 4 or an LS6 Chevelle, the performance was about the same as it was on these earlier muscle cars.
Yeah.
But what is it that really you love about this car the most?
It's basic.
That it is.
No frills. Nothing special added onto it. It's just motor, transmission. I drive this car. The car don't drive me.
Right. Exactly. Good way to put it.
So that's and it's in the era, of the 60s, mid 60s, early 60s, and it was the first muscle car per se that come out with, and it just, I like the car and the equipment, and it struck me as, it hit me in my sweet spot.
Gotcha. Well, it really was the perfect, you could put 5 people in here easily. It's got a very large trunk. It was just the right size, and between the Chevelle, the GTO, the Tempest, the 442 Olds, and things like that, there's really, they sold millions of them. They were the right car for the right time. All right, that's it for now. This is Muscle Car Campy saying see you later. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're notified every time a new video goes live. We've got some killer cars coming, and you won't want to miss any of them.